So everyone, it's me, Tekasubi2 here, and in today's video, I just watched the recent Smash Bros. Presentation of Masahiro Sakurai showcasing Final Fantasy VII's main antagonist, Sephiroth, and there was a lot of things that I'm very excited about, and some things that I'm really upset as well, and there's also some content that really wasn't discussed that I will be talking about in this video. But first off, before we get to the exciting parts, let's talk about the most upsetting thing that happened in this presentation. Is that in the beginning, we already gotten ourselves the announcements for our Mii costumes, and the theme around it is going to be Square Enix related costumes, such as Barret, Tifa, Aerith, and the Chocobo hat from Final Fantasy and the Final Fantasy series respectively, and the Chocobo hat is actually a returning costume from Smash Bros. 4, but the final character costume has been confirmed to be none other than the most requested character of Smash Bros. History, Geno. That's right, Geno is confirmed to be a Mii costume, sadly, and he was a returning costume as well, alongside the Chocobo hat. I honestly expected this to happen, and it's not even a deluxe Mii costume with the music tracks. This is sadly just a regular Mii costume instead, and we waited years for this. We waited 2 years of Smash Bros. Ultimate's lifespan, and ever since Hero came out, there was a whole lot of discussions talking about Geno becoming a fighter. When Fighters Pass Volume 2 was announced, a lot of fans were discussing that Geno's gonna make an appearance, but when Sephiroth was announced, it gave no hope, and there was no more hope for Geno, so it's sadly confirmed that he'll just be a Mii costume instead. Though Sora is not out of the running though, so we still have hope for Sora, just to let you know that, guys. But it is sad that Geno is now again a Mii costume, and as he was one of the most requested characters alongside Banjo, Ridley, and K. Rool. Now with the upsetting part out of the way, now let's talk about the real exciting parts of the presentation. And by the looks of the moveset, Sephiroth's moveset looks pretty cool and interesting now that I think about it. And, oh yeah, there's one thing I want to let you know. This character is confirmed to come out next week, December 22nd, or depending on your time zone, either December 23rd or whatever. But you can actually play this character way early than expected. In the presentation, Sakurai confirmed a brand new event that is consistent of a boss, somewhat of a boss kind of character for Sephiroth. And Sephiroth is going to be the character you're going to be fighting. And in that event, if you defeat Sephiroth in, depending on which difficulty, there's 3 difficulties: easy, normal, and very hard. And if you beat Sephiroth in any sort of difficulty, you can get the character Sephiroth way more early than that. And I actually did make a live stream playing the game, the event, and also playing Sephiroth as well. And also, I made a mistake in the live stream, and it turns out that I accidentally did the same victory screen 3 times. I didn't know he had other victory screens. I just thought he had that one part where he just walks away in the fire. I mean, him walking away in the fire is one of the most iconic scenes yet. But anyways, you can play Sephiroth very early than that, but you're gonna have to get this, you're gonna have to play this event before the end of his release, because like I said, he comes out next Tuesday or Wednesday, and once that day comes, the challenge and event will soon end. So you better do that quick, guys. But as I was saying, it looks like Sephiroth's moveset is kind of broken in my opinion. I mean, it's not actually that broken. Sephiroth's moveset seems balanced enough. The thing is, the one problem I had is his sword. His Masamune, his blade of Masamune is very, very long. And the way the range is kind of powerful and very strong now that I think about it. Even though he has a very strong range and a very powerful character, and even though he's taller, he is very light, as Sakurai stated in the presentation. Other than that, Sephiroth in all is very, very cool, and a very unique character in that. And now that I think about it, it looks like we found our mystery solved for the one-wing technique that we saw from Sephiroth's reveal trailer. It turns out it depends on how high the damage is. Either it's like 30% or 90%. I was paying attention, by the way, but I really do not know the details of how that happens. But all we're gonna know is that It summons depending on how high your damage is, but it'll disappear if you fall up the stage or KO an opponent. But I still like Sephiroth's moveset other than that. Plus, the stage itself is very, very detailed. And yeah, he does, and yes, it is a spoiler to the ending of Final Fantasy VII, and I think, and if you guys got spoiled from that, and I think you should just blame yourself for that, because Sakurai gave out a warning that there is spoilers regarding the ending to Final Fantasy VII, but I'm not gonna go into that much detail, but that stage, the Northern Cave, is one of the best detailed stages I have ever seen in Smash Bros. History yet. Now, here's the thing. In the presentation, there's two things we didn't really get announced. The amiibos and the spirits. And the Final Fantasy spirits, if you do not believe it, right here. Look at this right now. As you can see here, this is our spirit board for the Final Fantasy VII characters. And this is Final Fantasy VII specifically, not any of the other Final Fantasy characters. We got Tifa, Barret, Aerith, Red 13, Catsid, I don't know, Sid, Vincent, and Yuffie, and in the other side, there's actually another set of Final Fantasy characters, like Shiva, the Chocobos, and Moogle, and also Rufus and the Turks. So it's kind of weird that we didn't really get to see a good look at the Spirit event, but by the looks of it, it looks very, very detailed. I'm glad they decided to go with the Tetsuya Nomura design, and I'm glad we're getting more Final Fantasy VII content after 5 years of just having two music, and like having Cloud and then just a stage, and that's about it. And even in Ultimate, it only started with two music, one stage, and one character, and also two spirits, only Cloud in his Final Fantasy outfit, and Advent Children one. Speaking of the Advent Children, we did get some more confirmation on the Final Smash Omni Slash version 5. It looks like it is only accessible when it comes to playing the second outfit, the Advent Children Cloud, instead of the original Cloud, which makes sense since the reveal trailer was based off the Advent Children movie. And by the way, I did play that in the live stream just to test it out. It turns out that the update, the Omni Slash version 5, hasn't come yet, so we're gonna have to wait until its initial release, meaning next Tuesday. And not only that, that also includes the spirits as well. All we got so far is the music, the spirit of Sephiroth, the fighter spirit to be exact, the stage, and the character Sephiroth, obviously. I mean, there is a lot of things we can talk about right now, but I feel like that's all the things that I mentioned in this video. Like, Sephiroth's moveset is very, very unique with the one-wing technique, him having more of the Final Fantasy spells like Giga Flare, Mega Flare, all that kind. Then he also has that interesting counter where basically, even if you do not get attacked, you're still able to attack even if you counter, which is kind of busted and broken in my opinion, but there's a lot of things we talk about, really. Geno coming back as a Mii Costume, sadly. Sephiroth having one of the most unique moveset and one of the best stage designs yet, and a good look at the Final Fantasy VII spirits as well. But let me know what you guys think. Are you guys enjoying Sephiroth already? Because like I said earlier, Sephiroth is already released earlier today. If you played the event that has been happening, that is only limited time. It only lasts for 5 days, just to let you know that. But let me know what you guys think of Sephiroth. Are you guys enjoying Sephiroth? And are you expecting, well, not expecting, but are you excited just for the spirits in next week? But I don't know what to say, but let me know what y'all think. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Remember this, once a legend, always a legend.